All right, everybody. So the early lines for Underdog have been released. Now they've probably been out for a couple days. I saw them a couple days ago. But as you know, I like to react live. I don't like to see them beforehand. I like to give you all my first impressions live on camera, right, like we're doing right now. Now it's not necessarily live, recorded, whatever, but you get the point. You're getting my real time impressions on the lines that we're seeing. And I've actually been pretty good. I mentioned I've been pretty good. This is one of my Oklahoma State pick'em lines. Man, Ollie Gordon really let me down. I knew this was happening too. Like early on, they just kept passing the ball. I'm like, man, Gundy took Ollie Gordon out of the game. Gundy took the Texas defense didn't even have to do it. Gundy did it, and only 13 rushing attempts. If I had that, I would have had a five pick'em line. I've been telling y'all, don't do these 5 pick'ems that I'm doing. Right, just pick like 4 or 3 that you think are the best. Really, I do 2 or 3 because 5 is like crackhead behavior, like me. But this is the problem is y'all have seen I've mentioned multiple times where I've hit 4 so many times this year. Well, if y'all remember, I also did another 5 pick'em line. That was also one short. Jordan Whittington, and the one that hurts this one too, was Jordan Whittington actually had a red zone target, and he had a little bit of pass interference on him. Didn't get to catch the football. If he had caught that, whoo, you seeing that? And I call them spicies, so they're called scorchers. I'm gonna keep calling them spicies for the sake of consistency. But as you're seeing right here, I was close. So I know what I'm talking about when I get to the prop lines, okay? I have been consistent on these prop lines, and I've been pretty good. So, with that being said, we're going to go take a look right now at the pick'em lines for this. And if you want to go ahead and join in on the fun with me right here, we're doing all this right now. Use code NASH for your first deposit to be matched up to $100, a minimum of $10. Use code NASH for that deposit match. And, yeah, let's just hop right on into it. And let's start off with Quinn Ewers. So, before we start off real quick, a little bit of disclaimer. Probably going to be off on these numbers. Like, I haven't gone through and I haven't done my official predictions. There's still a good deal of previewing that I'm going to do for Washington. I'm really going far more in depth than I have in any of my other previews when I'm talking about watching Washington. I'm currently in the process of cutting up all of Washington's football games. I'm doing every play for Washington right now. I'm preparing for them as much as possible. I'm going to try and get that out to y'all. We'll see about that, but no promises there. Now, that being said, we'll just go ahead and get these early lines out. Quinn Ewers, 290.5 passing yards. You go and you look at the pass numbers that he's had: 452 versus Oklahoma State, 196 versus Texas Tech, 281 versus Iowa State. And then he's had some good. It's been really boom or bust. But I almost want to consider just like using history. He would most likely be lower than that. Cedric Baxter, 72.5 rushing yards. This is a tough one. I almost want to go lower on that one. I know this is not a good prediction right now for Texas' sake. Ja'Tavion Sanders. I just did a video on my appreciation of Ja'Tavion Sanders. I'm gonna take that higher on that one. Definitely. Oh, okay. So this is where we're gonna get to a little bit of because I want to have a little bit of confidence in this one. I'm not that confident in these 2 lines. I'm just hesitant. If I had to, I would take the lowers on these, but I'm not going to touch those. What I am going to go for is you look at Michael Penix. He's not been as great recently, and I'm going to go with I almost want to go lower on this one. I'm hesitant on this one as well, so we're going to save that one. But You know what? I'm gonna add that one if I need to add one. Definitely the lower on Dillon Johnson. I know he's had some good games recently. He's not going up against Oregon's rush defense. I think I mentioned in a space on Twitter. I think that was a little bit of fool's gold for Oregon or for Washington having success versus Oregon in the run game. I just don't see it happening versus Texas. Not at all. Now, Jalen McMillan is this is certainly a guy that man, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know. He had a good game versus Oregon. He was back versus Washington State. A lot of people don't know he was back versus Oregon State. 2 targets in that game. I mean, people can say he wasn't healthy versus he was healthy. He was healthy enough to get 7 targets. Healthy enough to play a decent amount of snaps, about the same amount of snaps that he played versus Oregon. So it's not a deal where you can just go, oh, he had a good statistic game, and so he was healthy for that game, and he wasn't healthy for the games that he had bad numbers in. No, that's not at all the case, but I do think that there's a chance that he's probably. Y'all might consider me crazy. Well, now Jalen Polk, that line is too low for Jalen Polk. Man, this is why you get the live reaction. I mean, like, this is unacceptable, and this is exactly why I've been fading Penix so much. Michael Penix, yeah. Oh man, what web this? What? I don't know what the hell that was. Sorry about that. Yeah, man. You know what? I'm not gonna touch that one. Not touching that at all. I'm gonna take that one off. I'm gonna go lower because I just think that they're going to have to focus on more than Rome Odunze. I do think Rome Odunze is certainly one heck of a not tight end. I started looking at Westover. I think Westover's gonna go higher. Yeah, this is a weird. You know what? We're going lower. We're going to put this in. We're submitting this right now. 5 correct. That is going to pay out $77. I feel like it should be more than that, but yeah. No. So this is the line that we're going with. This is our early pick'em line. We unfortunately we do not have. I feel like this should be higher, right here. I could insure this. Smart bet would probably be to insure it, considering how often I've gotten 4 or 5 correct. But I'm gonna go ahead and hold that 5 correct at $77. Take my money if I can. Play for $77. Projections have changed, and this is okay. So this is a great example. You got to take advantage of them. Got to take advantage of them all they can. I want to see which projection has changed. Which one is it? Is it Odunze, Johnson, Westover, Penix? Okay, we're gonna refresh this. We'll see. We'll see what our lines are at. Okay. All right. 290.5. Lower. I feel like nothing's changed. So I don't know what's going on right now. I'm going to try and get this figured out. Who knows? I will try and figure this out. But this is my early projections, early pick'em lines. So we'll see how those turn out. Hopefully I'm able to get those picks in. I'm going to try and do them on my mobile phone and see if I can get them that way. But never had that issue happen. That being said, if you want to go to Underdog and put those lines in, use code NASH, I would certainly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. That's one of the best ways to support this channel and support all the work that I do with every play videos and whatnot. So if you want to do that, again, code Nash. Link will be in the description and in the comment section. And yeah, just a kind of insight on where I'm at early on in the. We're 2 weeks out from the Sugar Bowl versus Washington, and just kind of a little bit of an insight on where I'm at, what I'm thinking going into this game. So, all right, everybody. Hope you all have a great day. And actually, you know what will be really kind of cool? It'll be kind of cool to look at how my prediction has changed in 2 weeks when I've put in, like I said, I'm going in depth. I'm diving deep for this Washington game. It'll be interesting to see if my opinions do change, and if they do, how much do they change? So, something to watch out for. And that being said, hope you all have a great day. Hook 'em!